Next weekend's soccer game between Melbourne Victory and Adelaide United will be their LGBTQ Pride celebration game. Now, kids aged 6 and 7 have been invited to take part in a game at half-time. My kids played in a half-time game at the AFL, and it was one of the most exciting days of their lives. So you can imagine all these kids are pretty excited, and then mum and dad go to fill out the registration form, and the registration form for these kids to play at half-time in the A-League game on Pride Round says this: please note, Melbourne Victory will be celebrating Pride Cup at this fixture. As such, participants playing half-time small-sided games will be wearing a specially designed Pride T-shirt during the game. By continuing with this registration form, you agree to your child wearing the Pride T-shirt. Now, not surprisingly, some parents questioned whether their children should be used as gay pride billboards at half-time and said, well, what if we don't want our child to wear the gay pride T-shirt? And they were told, oh, no child will be forced to wear the T-shirt. They can play another weekend. Liz, what do you think about this?
How's this for inclusion? How's this for diversity? I mean, reading this story really reminded me of the Manly seven players who refused to wear the rainbow flag, and Vlandis at the time, who said this.
And if you don't want to be inclusive and you don't recognise that we're all human beings and we're all the same, well, you've got the right to stand down and not play.
Well, if you don't want to be inclusive, we're going to exclude you. What in the world? And these are children, okay? This is where it gets personal. Adults can say, look, no, I don't want to, and we're increasingly seeing that, like the Manly seven. These are kids. I loved what you said. They're using them as billboards now. It's like, my kids have nothing to do with your movement. Children should not be wearing anything that is a reflection of anyone's sexuality.
You know what?
They're kids, for crying out loud.
I actually think this is a great move, because anything that might discourage children from playing soccer should be done, and they should instead be driven to play a good Australian sport like Aussie rules.
AFL.
Exactly. I know, we're a couple of Victorians or ex-Victorians here, so we love the AFL. But on a serious point, though, why do we keep injecting politics into sport? We like sport, we go and watch sport to get away from the rest of the world.
But it's not just politics. Again, it's exactly the same as the last topic. It's indoctrinating a new generation. It started off with bake my cake, then it was we want to get married in a church. Now it's like your children have to wear my flag just to play in a halftime game.
I think that's the point. You've lost the Manly seven. They're adults, they make their own decisions. But if you can get the next generation doing it,
totally normal to the kids.
Give it 10, 20 years, there'll be no argument whatsoever.
You've won.